shop at Daiso after Olive Young, seriously. This is once again 5,001 and I'm impressed, guys. Like, seriously? What? If I had to choose products that you had to pick up, it will definitely be these. Hey guys, it's Sue. Welcome back to my channel. Alright guys, for today's video, I have brought something very interesting, and this is actually something that's very much trending in Korea right now. So I know you guys all love the Olive Young contents. Even, I mean, Koreans love going to Olive Young. We love shopping there as well. Don't get us wrong. However, nowadays, Daiso is also being very, very popular right now. Daiso, if you guys didn't know, is like a Dollar Tree store, and they have a lot of branches in Korea, and I think they are originally from Japan, if I'm not wrong. But anyways, so you can basically find anything you want in Daiso. They have, you know, all sorts, from batteries to cookies to clothes to dishes, everything. And they've actually always had makeup and skincare that are really affordable, but recently they've been collabing with mainstream brands like Clio, Tosem, Too Cool for School, and they've been just releasing all of these really interesting products that I think are worth checking out. And as a matter of fact, they're sold out so much. I couldn't get a hold of some of the products because it was sold out. So I thought it would be really interesting to review some of the skincare and the makeup products that they carry, because I'm impressed. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't love all of them, but some of them I'm just like, what? So let's just get this video started. And of course, you guys know what to do. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button before we start. 1, 2, 3, click. All right, starting off with skincare. First, I have the V-Proof Marine Moisture Glow Sun Gel. This only retails for $3. It's like 5,001. A sunscreen that retails for 5,001. I cannot believe. And this is a chemical sunscreen, and it's actually really good, guys. Straight off the bat, we're starting strong. I'll be honest though, if I did a blind test with all of like the Round Lab BOJ sunscreen, I think I'd be able to pick this out, because first, it has a very, very noticeable scent. It almost smells like the COSRX Aloe Sun Gel Cream. Yeah, for sure. But it feels lighter than that. It almost is very, very reminiscent to like the Round Lab ones that we all love, the Isn't Tree, you name it. It isn't as a splash of hydration as those, but I think that's what makes this more appealing for a lot more variety of people, because those sunscreens, the K-beauty ones that we love so much, can be very hydrating to use. But this one is a little bit more subtle. Not to say it's matte or anything like that. It is hydrating, but the finish isn't as glowy, is not as dewy. And initially when you first spread it out, it seems to leave like a milky sheen like the Round Lab one, but it becomes transparent really easily, really quickly after some time. And so I have nothing bad to say about this. I cannot believe this is only 5,001. Oh my gosh. So if you guys go to Daiso, if you ever come visit, I think this is a sunscreen that you might definitely enjoy. And they even have a tone-up cover. I haven't tried this one yet, so I'm gonna reserve my opinion on this, but I'll leave in the subtitles if I do like it or not. But yes, 1,000 times yes. Alright, moving on to the essences, or the water-based hydrating products, should I say. So I got a bunch. I got like essence. This is the Danahan 본연고 홍삼초수의 red ginseng vinegar skin toner. I also got the Tosem. This is their droppy blemish clearing ampoule. And last, I got the V-Proof Real Carrot Ampoule. Now here's where I'm not as satisfied, should I say, with these products, Daiso products. I think a lot of their water-based or like these clear products, it's kind of, for me, it's not enough. It's not giving, should I say. Most of them, the majority of them, feel too light for me. They feel like the majority of the content itself is water. You know, you guys know that feeling, like after you've cleansed your skin and you have like water, after some time, as the water dries and evaporates, you kind of get that dry, like pulling feeling, right? These kind of feel like that. Of course, it's not as bad. I don't feel like dryness afterwards, but it's not giving, you know? It's not like the hyaluronic ampoule where I'm just like, yes, my skin is skinny, the water is watering, etc. These are just So let's start off with the Tana one. Now this one I was on board with compared to the ampoule one. This seemed for me like the perfect product to layer other products on top, and it's perfect to start off your skincare with. So this has red ginseng, like I said, it's in the name, red ginseng vinegar extract, and so it's going to help you soothe out your texture, really hydrate, etc. And the formulation is not completely runny. It's more like a gunk, like snot, you know? So what I like to do is just take a small amount and just do a simple light layer for the first step of my skincare. And another treat of these water-based products found in Daiso is that they absorb very fast. They don't like linger on top, they don't like dwell on top, which is a plus for me, especially when you're trying to layer other skincare products on top. And so that's why I did enjoy using these. Now for the ampoules, I wasn't as content because I like something a little bit extra with my ampoules and serums. I need them to do something a little bit more. And I feel like in terms of the formulation and how it felt, it wasn't really passing, if you guys know what I mean. Now, I will say the Sem one, the packaging though, it does not feel cheap at all. I mean, look at it, guys, right? It looks, okay, I'll be honest, it feels a little cheap, but it looks alright. Am I right? I mean, $3 for this. Right? And once again, the formulation is kind of similar. You get that snot-like, kind of gunk-like texture that doesn't run down completely. And likewise, it absorbs really quickly. And also, another characteristics of all of these products is that they leave more of a sticky finish. And of course, I know, so what are you talking about? All skincare do technically leave a sticky finish because it's very hydrating. But these ones, I feel the stickiness even more especially because they do get absorbed pretty much, right? So after they've been absorbed and you touch your skin, it's like, you guys know what I mean? Now that's a sensation that I'm not too mad at actually, because I like layering creams on top and whatnot, but just FYI, because I know a lot of you guys might not be a fan of that kind of sensation. Same thing goes for this V-Proof Real Carrot Ampoule. This one is supposed to help calm and firm up your skin. It has beta carotene, which is rich in antioxidant properties. Likewise, you know, just the same thing. It has the same type of formulation where it's really gunky-like, and it does hydrate, but it's just like the bare minimum, you know? Of course, if you layer all of these, it feels sufficient enough, but I'm like, do I really want to layer 2 ampoules, you know? On the other hand though, okay, this is where it's gonna get exciting and interesting. I also picked up a bunch of like cream emulsion products, basically products that have more of that fat content or that rich content, oily content, and I was so impressed. The product I think I would recommend the most out of all of this would be this one. This is the 식물원 fermented soybean ampoule. The formulation is really good. Like, I would actually use this out of all of the skincare products that I have, and you guys know I have a lot, especially during the transitional period, especially now that the weather's getting colder. Now, I do want to kind of put out there a little disclaimer that the main target for Daiso is teens. With that being said, if you're in your teens, you probably don't really need emulsions or creams. When I had like oily skin back in the day, I was in my teen 20s, I did not even glance at emulsions. I was like, emulsions, psh, what a waste, you know, what a waste of my money, what a waste of my time, etc. So if you're in your teens or you have more like oilier skin, you probably are going to lean towards more of these water-based type of products. But as for me, hey, this is my video, okay? This is my channel, okay? Even though it's called an ampoule, it feels more like a lotion emulsions, and I've just been hooked into those categories over the past couple of years as I was facing a lot of like dehydration and dryness on my cheek areas especially. And this just has that perfect balance of fat and water content. It is like, oof, delicious. It's not too heavy at all, as a matter of fact, nor is it too light. So I feel like this just would work wonderfully under your makeup, under your skin, other skincare, other creams, and I honestly really don't have anything bad to say about this at all. It has that creamy texture, and the finish is like, it gives you that like K-beauty glow, if you know what I mean. And it's not sticky. So this is where the comparison really hits, because yes, this is also sticky in the sense, but it feels very silky. It doesn't feel like it's sticking on compared to like the stickiness that you can face with these ones. So if you ever come to the store, check it, test it out. They have a bunch of testers and you'll know what I mean for sure. I also picked up these two creams as well and I was very much impressed. I know that this cream, this is from the same line as the Ample. This is the V-Roof Real Carrot Cream. This also I know a lot of people enjoy. This is a 5,001 cream. Unbelievable. And this also has a great balance of that water fat content. It is not too heavy, it is not too light. It's not like a gel cream, but it's just like a regular nice cream that works beautifully under makeup. And even in this weather right now, like I feel like this with the Ample and the cream, it's like sufficient. I don't feel like I need something more, it's lacking. No, the quality is really good. So I think what happened, I actually tried to make this type of content like 2 years ago or 1 year ago, and I never got to film it because while testing it out I wasn't really impressed. I wasn't really impressed with the quality even though the price point was really good. But this time around I'm just like, yo, you guys need to make a stop at Daiso after Olive Young, seriously. Okay, I'm not gonna like exaggerate and say like this is like the best cream I ever tried. No, it's not. But for 5,001, the cream is creaming, the quality is qualitying, and I just really like how it feels. It doesn't like leave such a thick occlusive layer on top, which once again makes it the perfect cream to work under your makeup, for example, and just seems to really nourish your skin just the right amount. It's nothing too over the top, nothing under par, should I say. So this cream is absolute fabulous. Once again, with the ingredients, it does contain beta carotene, rich in antioxidants. So this is a cream that I would also really recommend. And the Danahan one, now I've noticed, can you like kind of tell with the packaging, you can kind of tell like what age group they were targeting. Now this is obviously, it feels a little bit more heavy, more I guess mature, should I say. So this cream likewise, the formulation is a little bit more thicker. So if you have more mature skin or more dry skin, or you are looking for a good night cream, I feel like this will make a better night cream than the V-Proof one for sure, because yes, it does feel way thicker. It's not the most elegant thick cream, should I say, that I've used, but it will do. It will do, guys. And as for the ingredients, it's got the same ingredient list up as this one. So once again, you're getting that red ginseng vinegar, which I'm kind of like questioning like how much percentage of vinegar and ginseng they put in, because those ingredients are pretty expensive. And to make a product 5,001 with all of that, I'm just like wondering, did they really put in that much? I don't know. I didn't formulate it, so I can't really tell you guys, but probably they weren't able to put in as much of those potent ingredients as they would like to, of course, because they have to think about the price, you know, profit, cost, etc. But just by looking at the formulation itself, it definitely will work as a night cream, or maybe just to slather it all over your neck. That's what I've been doing nowadays. I'll just take a cream and just like put it all over, and a nice occlusive one like this will work. All right, guys, moving on to makeup. And I actually want to discuss some of the makeup products because it is this product, or Tag, the brand, sorry. Tag is basically a sub-brand of Too Cool for School, and it's like the brand that they made especially to collab with Daiso. But this brand is the brand that kind of made the whole thing viral. That's why everyone's like going to Daiso and shopping for all of these products. And like I said, I wasn't able to get my hands on some of them because they were all sold out, including one of the other type of the cushion of this line. So the one I have is Tag Dewy Skin Cushion. They have a matte version, but that one was sold out. So I know, guys, but this is once again 5,001, and I'm impressed, guys. Like seriously, what? So I've been doing a lot of like K-beauty cushion content because a lot of brands have been coming out with great packaging, great formulations, and I've been doing a lot of reviews, which I do mainly upload on my Instagram, so make sure to go and follow. But I've just been noticing that the quality is insane. It is so sophisticated. The formulations are so elegant. It's like thin, but it adheres really well, and it's got coverage, and it just makes your skin look flawless. And so I don't know if it's because of that kind of advancement that we've been seeing, that the cushion or the quality that I've experienced from this cushion is not too shabby. Of course, I'm not saying it's like up there with the other ones. And if I had, to be honest, if I had a little money to spare, I would go for like the more pricier ones. But hey, if you're in a budget or you just want to try something fun out for 5,000 won, I think this is worth it. This is a dewy one, but it's not like a really dewy, like water, like splash ones like the free cushion or the 정성물 cushion. I've noticed that with this one, I don't know if it's because of the weather, the glow doesn't really stay, or it doesn't maximize, or it doesn't increase with time. And that's what usually happens with like the glowy cushions that I personally love. What happens is that my oils and sweat will mix them beautifully with the foundation. It will just give me that glow that we love. This one, I don't know if it's because of the weather, I don't know if it's because of the powder that I used it. That kind of longevity didn't happen for me, but it stayed put. And I'm happy with that as well, as long as it doesn't get messy. I have the one in 01 Pale Light. It's not too bright. Yes, that's another factor, guys. So because I know that Daiso's main target is teens, I was expecting this to make my skin look ghostly, paley white, because that's what usually a lot of the products would be like back in the days at Daiso, the parts that you find, you know, it was just like too bright. And I'm like, it's not Halloween, you know? But this one, the color is very natural. It's actually the cushion that I have on right now. I'm so sorry if it's a little dark today, but, or too bright, should I say. Yes, isn't it so natural, guys? Like, you wouldn't think the shade isn't cheap, if you guys know what I mean. So that was another thing I was really surprised by. And the formulation. Now here's what I did find lacking, and it was like the adherence. So like I said, a lot of the K-beauty cushions, the new ones, the more pricier ones that you can find at Olive Young, they adhere like there's no tomorrow. With this one, I was like, ooh, I feel like this could adhere a little bit better. It's not too bad, but you definitely don't get that like Dyson sucking adherence experience with this. But once again, it's not too bad. Just put a layer of powder on top and you're good to go. The coverage, comparing how thinly or light it felt, it wasn't too bad at all. Of course, I personally needed a concealer to work with. Speaking of concealer, where is she? Holy moly, this concealer is really good as well. Where is she? Oh, don't be shy, darling. So this is a concealer that Daiso and the Sam collabed. And you guys know, the Sam's concealer is one of the most popular concealer you can find. So you can kind of trust this one to be really good as well, and it is. And I love the fact that it's tiny, because honestly, like for me, concealers, I take forever to actually go through one. I don't think I've ever finished one properly, and I just end up throwing it away. So I'd rather have them come in a small container like this, and I'll just use it and throw it away, so I'm not really wasting any extra product, right? So I think this is also a product you could definitely, it's 3,001, that's like $1, guys, and it's actually good quality. Once again, even though I did get it in the shade 01, it's not too starkly bright. If you're like my tone, I'm kind of like in my winter shade right now, so I'm a little bit of 21, 22, and I do have a lot of yellow undertone for my skin. I'm very warm toned, and this works perfectly. I especially like using this on my chin where I have a lot of like hyperpigmentations to cover, or even my cheeks where I have a little bit of redness to cover. But this, in conjunction with the cushion, in conjunction to the powder that I got at Daiso, once again, this is another collab product that they did with IPK and Ipkun, and it worked beautifully. It just made my skin look flawless, very powdery, should I say, because I was going in with this. So I'm super impressed, guys. Now with this concealer, I just want to add one more note. This isn't a concealer that I would pinpoint conceal. For me, when I have like these big blemishes, what I like to do is take a cream concealer or a really thick concealer, like the Bobbi Brown concealer, and just put it on, wait for it, and blend the edges out, and powder it on top, and it just stays put wonderfully throughout the day. This one is a little bit, for me, a little bit too hydrating to do that, so bear that in mind. But once again, speechless, literally speechless. Last but definitely not least, because holy wow, I was so impressed. I picked up some lip products. This is from Twinkle Pop. Over lip pencil number 1, Cool Pink, and then I got number 2, Cool Mop. I got the cools because they were out of the warm tones, I think. And I also got the middle rose. If you're the OG follower, you guys know I never liked using tints. I was always a lipstick gal, because tints back in the days, weren't that cute. Yes, did they give a very strong payoff color that lasted throughout the whole day? For sure. But they always made my dry lips. They always gave me that crackly, not sexy vibes. So I never ended up using them. But nowadays, tints are so good. They no longer dry my lips out and they actually look really, really pretty, and they leave my lips really nicely moisturized. Now, of course, these in comparison to like the Cologram tints that I've been really enjoying, they do like a little bit in the moisturizing department, but they don't dry my lips out, thank goodness. So I've just been really into tints nowadays. I know, shocking, but I love especially like the cool mauve. Initially, it goes on glossy. It's packed with pigment, and as time goes by, this gloss for me, it does disappear, but it doesn't dry my lips out, but the color still stays. It does stain your, it seems to like kind of stain your lips, like tie dye it, but I just love it. And the lip liner also works well. I'm gonna be honest, I've never been a huge user, avid fan of lip liners. So once again, I don't really have that eye to tell if this is like a good lip liner or not, but it's been working great for me. I love how easy it is to draw it on, and I love how I can build my upper lips for extra volume. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. If I had to choose products that you had to pick up, it will definitely be these: the sunscreen, the fermented soybean ampoule, the concealer, the lip tints. These faux show. Check them out, especially like, I mean, with the tints, they only have 3 shades, so I'm kind of sad about that, but if they do suit your complexion, make sure to check it out. What is going on? I'm so proud. Good job, Daiso. If you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm even thinking of like doing like, come shopping with me at Daiso, how fun would that be, right? If you guys want to see that kind of content, if that's your thing, make sure to hit that like button and let me know in the comments down below. Alright guys, I'll see you in my next. Ciao!